Hey, what's up? Hope you're doing well. Today I am playing some Mono Green Stompy in Standard, best of one ladder. This is a list that Wizards posted, I don't know, probably about a week and a half ago or so, 2 weeks ago, saying that it took second place in a best of three tournament. It is best of three deck. Here's the sideboard over here, but like I said, I'm going to be playing in best of one. I was very curious about this build of Mono Green Stompy because people were saying that this actually has quite a bit of power behind it. So we're going to take it onto the ladder and see how it performs against the current pre-Omenpath meta. Omenpath is still not out, although this video may come out after Omenpath has released, but this is without Omenpath cards. I wanted to try this one out before those cards came into the format and shook things up, because I think Gruul Stompy might actually be a pretty powerful contender. So the deck, there's not a whole lot to talk about. Ouroboroid. We're going to pump up our creatures. We have a whole bunch of small creatures that need to be pumped up. We have utility cards, and we have some pretty powerful 3 and 2 drops over here in the forms of Frenzied Baloth, Keen-Eyed Curator, and so forth. So that's the deck. It's something you've seen before. We'll hop into some games and see how it performs. All right, kind of excited to play this deck. This one is one that caught my eye, and I was sitting on it looking at it for quite a while, but I just never got around to it. I think it's going to perform pretty well. All right, opponent is on. Ooh, what do we do with that? Do we want to make our Innkeeper's Talent cost a little bit more? I think that's probably okay, because we're going to go turn 1, Llanowar, and then, well, we'll see where we go from there. Anyways, how's it going? Yeah, you guys doing well? All that good stuff. Also, yeah, subscribe up, leave a comment, do all the good stuff if you can. Oh, the opponent is playing Angels. Okie dokie. Well, I don't want to trade off my Llanowar because I think probably it's going to be turn 3 Ouroboroid. We'll just run out the team and hope this works out. So Hemosymbic Mite, Keen-Eyed Curator, onto the field, next turn Ouroboroid. If the opponent doesn't have an answer for that card or some of the cards that we pump up, I think we'll be in pretty good shape. On turn 5 or on turn 4, if we hit a land, we could possibly follow it up with Innkeeper's Talent and a Keen-Eyed Curator. But we'll see. How has Standard been treating you, by the way? Have you been enjoying it? Personally, I have been playing a ton of Historic, which is why my ranking is currently 83%. Historic is a difficult format. It is a format that you have to spend a lot of time figuring out. I will fully admit that. No attacks. We got to wait 1 turn. The opponent had a Dazzling Angel. Whew. Came in with 2 +1/+1 counters on it thanks to the Giada. That's pretty cool. Stop sticking. But if they don't do something about our Ouroboroid this turn, they are going to be in trouble. Youthful Valkyrie, good. They have 2 mana open. Still just 2 mana, 2 cards in hand. And that's it. Well then, I guess what we do is we Innkeeper's Talent. They don't have a response. Then we... do I Giant Growth the Ouroboroid and just present such a big board? Are we dead on the crackback? Like, they actually have so much power that I have to present a lethal attack here. And I don't think this is actually lethal. Do I want to pump the... Oh, they scooped it up? Wow. I don't know what was going to actually happen there. I might have to change my ordering of triggers because... Do I want the Ouroboroid to go first, or do I want the Hemosymbic Mite to go first? I'm going to think about that before I queue into my second game. It's a stupid thing to think about because it doesn't matter. It doesn't happen that way. Ouroboroid will go first, and then we'll attack, and the Hemosymbic Mite is going to power up something else. So what's the point of even thinking about it? Okay, we get to lead off Hemosymbic Mite into a turn 2 Curator or Baloth. I'm not sure. The opponent has black, a little bit of removal for our poor Mite. But yeah, as I was saying, Historic, very fun format. I've been really enjoying it, but it has been a little bit mean. Let's just attack in with a Mite. Boom, nothing? Okay. Curator it is, and we'll go from there. I've been trying to figure out Boros Energy, and the deck is okay. There are so many different builds of that deck, but all of the builds are not as clear cut or as easy to pilot as I originally assumed it was going to be. And yeah, but I've been having a lot of fun. Historic is a fun format. I will, you guys, inevitably it's going to start happening. I'm going to start making content for Historic. I know it's coming. The opponent passing. Well, since that's the case, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to run out the Paw Patch Recruit. They're going to Are we getting wiped here? Is that what's happening? I really expected them to have some interaction with black and the Conduit Pylon, but what could they have? Okay. Fear of Missing Out's pretty good, but we're going in. Oh, I see. I see. Well, since that's the case, I think the Keen-Eyed Curator is going to be an insanely good card in this matchup, and I'm going to have to start eating things with that. So you know what? Let's put out the Innkeeper's Talent, and I think what I want to do is just attack in with the Keen-Eyed Curator this turn. Then on the next turn, if we hit a land, we can go Frenzied Baloth into holding up 1 mana for the Keen-Eyed Curator to eat things. I want to make sure that I can eat as much from their graveyard as possible. Right now they have an Arden and a Fear of Missing Out in the bin. And they have the Resentful Revelation. They might just allow us to get lethal here. Pumping up the Hemosymbic Mite with the Innkeeper's Talent this turn is going to present another 2 damage, and this is another 6 damage, so that's 8 on top of what we have. Valgavoth's Faithful, but we are trampling land. I really wanted to land there. So we got to do a little bit of math. We're going to put out the Frenzied Baloth, and if we attack in with everything they block here, that's going to be 1, 2, 6, 7, and 8, 9, 10. They have to block everything. If I just put out the Frenzied Baloth, it doesn't actually present more lethal. So I think we go like this. They have to block the Keen-Eyed Curator. We'll put the counters here. I think that's fine. And this way we can hold up the 2 mana for eating something from the graveyard. I hope I did my math right. This looks like 14 damage. That is 14 damage. It would have been 13 damage with the Frenzied Baloth, so it didn't really matter to put out that extra fella here. They might have something like a Zombify, and if that's the case, we need to make sure that we can eat whatever they're going to bring back. Very, very lucky to have the Keen-Eyed Curator in this matchup. Okay. They make their swamp, so 5 lands, but what can they really do with 5? Okay, Valgavoth's Faithful, but again, keeping the Keen-Eyed Curator open for whatever they're going to try to resurrect just gives us the win. Okie dokie. That's got to feel real bad. All right, and then we slam in for the win. No need to play out the other Baloth, just go in, be good guys, and not play with our food. All right, 2-0 right off the hop. All right, maybe there's something to this green deck. Nice fast games as well. You gotta like that, right? Maybe we can get a sub 30-minute video here. Wouldn't that be crazy? Oh, a little sketchy. We need another land, but I think I'm gonna try it. We are on the play. We do have this card, Tifa's Limit Break. Not a card that I expected in these lists, but hey, maybe people are having good success with it. Maybe I overreach keeping Soulstone Sanctuary and the Forest, because we are only playing 20 lands in this deck, and I need everybody to like summon this land into my hand. Please give me all your energy. Make it happen. We're against another Reanimator deck. Y'all didn't pray hard enough. All right, so maybe this is a full transparency. I kind of forgot that the Frenzied Baloth cost 2 green. I'll be perfectly honest. I thought I could play it out. It is what it is. Land. Hey, okay. So we did hit it. Now, do I want to go Baloth or Sentinel? I think I kind of want to go Sentinel. Next turn, they could Zombify, but there's nothing in their graveyard. So probably just Sentinel, make a couple of maps, put 2 +1/+1 counters on the Sentinel. It's a 5/6. That's pretty good. And then, well, we'll see. We'll see. At least we have something on the field as a nice threat. It is Vigilanced. It would be kind of nice to find the Keen-Eyed Curator, of course. We always want to see that. But at the very least, maybe we can run out the Ouroboroid next turn. Maybe we hold up the Royal Treatment. Lots of stuff. Tifa's Limit Break. For 3 mana, we get to double target creature's power and toughness until the end of turn. That could lead to some really cool OTKs. Okay, getting kind of roped by the opponent. Ooh, we don't find anything we want. So we could go Paw Patch into the Offspring. Again, what are they bringing back? They don't have anything to bring back. We could crack the map and try to, yeah, let's do that. Let's crack the map onto our Sentinel. Hopefully they don't have removal. Well, if they do have removal, we have the Royal Treatment. We can do that. It's fine. It's a nameless city. We don't want that. So now we have a 6/7. I think it's fine, obviously, to attack in. Do I want to pump this up? Why not? I think I'm all in on this Sentinel. The Sentinel is going to go up to 8 power. It's possible we can put the Royal Treatment on it. It's also going to be getting Ward 1 now from the Innkeeper's Talent. But we'll just hold this. Hey, nothing to sneer at. 8/9. Maybe Tifa's Limit Break can sneak out a win next turn, right? Okay. Oh, what a weird line that I took. I don't know if this was the right one, but it's what we're doing. Hopefully, I mean, they got so much work to do. They have nothing in the bin. What is with the Buster Sword? What a weird card. Okay, we want a land off the top. Land off the top, please. Doesn't matter, actually. Okay, land off the top's cool. Let's... do I pump? That's not the cool thing. I want to Tifa's Limit Break. I want to Meteor Strike somebody. Okay, I'm going to go for the cool thing. I could have upgraded one of these to give even more ward, to make it even more awkward for the opponent to do whatever they're going to do here. Am I brave enough to... Okay. Do I just do the +2? If I just do the... Well, what does it matter? It doesn't matter, right? Okay. They either have the removal or they don't have the removal. There's no way they have 2 removal spells. And they're going to be able to get through the ward. What? I don't even know what's real anymore. This is... I haven't played Standard for like 3-4 days. I don't know. Weird. Whatever. Let's keep going, right? We're 3-0 with this cool green deck, even after keeping a very questionable hand. This one I don't think I'm gonna risk keeping. This is a lot nicer looking. But what do you throw away? I want to keep all of them. Give me the pay 10 gems to keep all. I guess you get rid of the Ouroboroid. Do you get rid of the Innkeeper's Talent? No, you get rid of the Ouroboroid. As much as that hurts, you get rid of that. Oh no, it hurts even more now hitting the Llanowar Elf. I'm not happy now. My hair's all messed up. Balding sucks. I've been noticing. I don't know if this is a thing. I may as well chat about it because I'm a chatterbox today, apparently. I have a lot to blather about. In filming these videos, once in a while I get a kind of glimpse at my hair and it's like, oh no, it is thinning, which I'm not too worried about. If I end up losing my hair and I have to shave it all off. It's a thing. It's fine. I know some people would be more worried about it, but I know there's one person in my life that is not happy about the possibility of that happening. That's besides the point, I suppose. We might be dead here, as funny as that sounds, because it looks like they are going to go on turn 4 Kona. And yeah, that could destroy us. Now, if they don't have anything here, what we can do is Innkeeper's Talent to level 3 and double, you know, put 2 counters on the Mite, and that's going to be a pretty good attack in. They don't have a turn 4. They stumbled. Instead, they have the Scrap Shooter shooting our poor Innkeeper's Talent. And we get a Llanowar Elf as a gift. But the real gift is the friend we made along the way. And you know what? Let's run out the Llanowar Elf. It's okay. Pump everybody up. Am I willing to go? Yeah, I think you go, right? Clear the way. Sure. 9 damage in. They can block the Mite. It's a good block, but we have the Ouroboroid making everything a little bit bigger next turn. If they put out the Esper Origins, again, that's probably fine because everything except the Llanowar Elves will be able to plow through that. Demon. Interesting. It is an Esper Origin, so they heal up ever so slightly. They put a 4/4 onto the field. They're going to have to chump block one of these Llanowar Elves, and if we find a way of pumping the Ouroboroid, or if we find a way of pumping anything, okay, or if we just find a Frenzied Baloth, is this lethal? You block a Llanowar Elf, and you go. How much damage did we have there? How much damage did we have otherwise? I'm actually kind of curious. So the best thing for them to block was here because everything else is the same. It was 4, 8, 15. It was 15 damage. We didn't even need the Frenzied Baloth. I love Ouroboroids. Okay, 4-0. Game 5. Stompy's great. Apparently it's a thing. Okay, this though. Let's try it. Let's try it. Not the best hand, of course. You always want a Mite or a Llanowar Elf on turn 1 at the very least, but I think a Keen-Eyed Curator is decent enough. And then next turn we go out with the Innkeeper's Talent. Now they probably have a Shock or Burst Lightning, is that what it's called? The one that does 2 damage to everything. They would have to probably spend 2 spells on the Keen-Eyed Curator. They have a Suplex. Interesting. Well, let's go out with the Surrak. Again, we're looking to get the Innkeeper's Talent on the field so that we can eventually get this ward going. That might help a little bit. What? That's cool. Okay. Okay. So, let's attack in and see what they do. I have a couple of options here, of course. I could just put out the Innkeeper's Talent and protect the Surrak that way. I could try to trick them into blocking with the Lightning, but there's no way they block with the Lightning, right? Do you go Royal Treatment or do you go... I think I go this way. Yeah. Am I missing something? When Lightning deals combat damage to a player... No, yeah, it's to a player, okay. So we make it a 6/5, we trample over her. Yeah. Cool. And then put out the Keen-Eyed Curator, have the Royal Treatment as protection for both of these creatures if they end up having a Lightning Strike, and then Innkeeper's Talent level up. There's the Unexpected... What does that do? Gain Control. No. We get to draw another Surrak. And that's a bad position. Ooh. What do? Do you Innkeeper's Talent or Ouroboroid? You Ouroboroid, right? Yes! Is this the deck? This might be the deck. Come on, get me back up to 90. Should I jinx it? I think now is the time for the Boogeyman to show up. The Boogeyman is coming. We all know who the Boogeyman is. Let's see if we can dodge him for the next 2 games. I'm kind of feeling like I deserve to get hit by the boogeyman. This hand looks okay. 2 lands, a little bit light, but we do have the Llanowar Elf. What do you think about this Llanowar Elf, by the way? I noticed it was on the client. It wasn't really hard to craft, so I grabbed it, and yeah, it's really something. It's a real upgrade from that, isn't it? So it's not the boogeyman. It is Unidek. It is Awakened the Honored Dead. Okay. Scary. Well, let's run out one of these Suroks and try to get some card draw value from Surok here. Every time something is targeted by one of their spells, we're going to get to draw a card. Surok is such a great card, isn't it? And we have the backup Surok. Next turn, we're definitely going to go out... I was going to say we're definitely going to go out with the Hemosymbic Mite, but you know what? It might be the Paw Patch. Ooh! Kiora. So Kiora comes in, draws 2 cards, then discards a card, and then Threshold. Whenever Kiora attacks, if there are 7 or more cards in the graveyard, you may create an 8/8 blue octopus creature token. How many cards are in the graveyard? 2, quite a few. So I think because of that, I'm going to attack him with a Surok. I don't think they're trading off their Kiora. Okay. I did not expect that. Okay, second Surok and Hemosymbic Mite. Since they're afraid of that, I was going to run out the Keen-Eye Curator to start eating their graveyard a little bit. If, you know, they're putting these in the graveyard, maybe they want to bring something back. Summon Leviathan. Ooh, we got to be aware of that. 6 mana. Bounce all of our stuff. Okay. What are we playing against tonight? This is what a weird night. What am I going to do next turn, though? Are we going to try to run out one of these Paw Patch, get a little bit of extra value, getting the +1/+1 counters if they're targeting, but they don't... They could target with the Awakened, but they don't have the mana for the Awakened, do they? Oh, they do. They do. Sultai mana up here. Hitting their land drop, turn 4. And instead they have the Seed Ship Brood Tender cards I'm not familiar with. Bahamut, Leviathan in the bin. So I think because that's the case, I am going to swing in with just the Surok, and then I'm going to put out the Keen-Eye Curator and hold up the Curator to eat everything from the graveyard. They're obviously reanimating something. This Curator is going to be able to remove the Leviathans, the Bahamut, whatever have you. Are they aware of the Keen-Eye Curator? They were kind of targeting their graveyard. It's making me think they don't know what the Keen-Eye Curator does. We do have 3 things that we can eat. Sacrifice this creature, return target creature or spacecraft card from your graveyard to the battlefield. Activate only as a sorcery. Yikes, I'm sorry. Am I sorry? I'm not sorry. Okay. Okay, and let's eat a few more things. Let's get... So what did I eat? I ate this is an enchantment creature. So I want to eat a land. And do they have another thing in here that I can eat that's not? No. They have enchantment, creature, enchantments, lands. Actually, how about our graveyard? Nope. So I cannot get my big boy up. A little bit of a shame. They are healing. All right, now we have a open field to go in on. I wonder if I should maybe have not attacked with the Llanowar Elf. Do I need to run out the Paw Patch? Or should I just hold up? Let's just hold up. 5 mana, we can eat whatever. I don't know. Maybe they have turned 6 mana Leviathan from hand. That could be a pretty big disaster because that's going to bounce everything. Return each creature that isn't a Kraken, Leviathan, Merfolk, Octopus, or Serpent to its owner's hand. So hopefully they don't have land drop into Leviathan. Instead they have the Maelstrom Pulse, which we draw. Okay, so then let's eat the Bahamut. Oh, I don't want to heal them too much. So this is every time an artifact or a creature leaves. We can eat that. That's fine. And then why not just get their threshold gone? Just in case they have a Kiora. We're going to be... This is dead anyways. And so everything else is a creature. That's fine. So we are still presenting lethal. Okay. Let's guarantee the lethal with the Innkeeper's Talent. Just to be safe. It's not super safe, but it should be good. Okay. 6-0, 6-0. Can I end the video? End the video there. We don't play 7 games around here anymore. We just play 6. We go 6-0, and we don't run into the boogeyman in the last game. I guess we're playing 7. My manager came up behind me and smacked me and said, hey, play 7 like you always play. That's a real thing that happened. All right. Mighty Collector. Let's see if the Mighty Collector can put us in our place. They are not playing the boogeyman. Okay. If you don't say his name, its name, oh no. Oh no, maybe it's the other boogeyman. Oh no. There are so many terrifying things in this world. Okay, Innkeeper's Talent onto the field. Let's level up. Put a +1/+1 on our Llanowar Elf. Is this Azorius Control? They're playing cool lands. I like these Jubilee 8-bit lands, I guess, is what they were called when they came out. I'm going to put them in some decks. I guess next week I'm going to have to update my lands. I always try to update them with the new set. Okay, so we're going to get wiped here, right? Do I just attack in for 3 with the Llanowar Elf? The 3 girls are going to go in on my opponent. All right. What do you got? Nothing? Nothing. Ooh. Let's put out a Mite. Just 1. We're going to have to entice them to Day of Judgment a little bit. It's really hard to get an opponent to Day of Judgment with just 1 card on the field, right? All right, we'll end with that. Hopefully, this is enough to get them... I mean, this should be enough, because we're going to pump up the Hemosymbic Mite with the... Okay. Okay, I don't know what I'm running into. Construct? Okay. They have 2 mana, so they can still... make that. Okay. Man, I'm so confused about what's happening here. So, is it pump, or is it just... Okay. I think it's this way. We attack in, we pump up the Llanowar. They'll probably throw this Mite in front of the Llanowar Elf. They don't. And then from this position, do I go... I don't know what's happening. Okay. I'm going to play into the opponent's board wipe. I don't want to play too hard into it. This is... If I play out the Paw Patch, you know what, we're going to... They don't have board wipes. There's no way somebody's playing Patchwork Banner and Mockingbird, and they're also playing Day of Judgment. That's not a thing. There's a 0% chance that those 4 cards in their hand are a Day of Judgment. There's a Hinterland Sanctifier. Okay, we made the right call. Sure. I mean, this is scary. Pretty good. But that was warped in. All right. So we play that, and then we pump. Go to combat. I hope my order is going to work out here. Can I gameplay auto order triggers? Let's do this. Let's attack with everything. Okay, who's who? Okay, we want this one to go first, pump up this one, and then that one can pump up something else. Yes, this is correct. We did this the right way. We'll put it on the big boy, and we do like this. Yeah. That should be it. I don't see how they could possibly block enough to stop this assault. And we go 7-0 against the mysterious Mighty Collector playing Construct Tribal / Mockingbird / Hinterland Sanctifier. What meta did I find myself into after playing Historic for the last couple of days? I don't know. All right, I tried to find the tournament results for this Mono Green Stompy deck, but I could not find them anywhere. It was from a few weeks ago, so tracking down tournament results, it can be a little bit tricky with how many tournaments are popping up for Standard all the time. Apologies to the creator, but the creator of this deck was really on to something. I know I did change something in the sideboard. I think it was adding in a hard-hitting question and a Snakeskin Veil instead of the Brawler card, I think is what the creator originally had in the deck. Yeah, 2 Railway Brawlers in the sideboard, but they had said somewhere that apparently taking those out of the sideboard, going with 1 more hard-hitting question, 1 more Snakeskin Veil was what they did for their best of 3 deck. Now, the best of 1 deck I left unchanged and just played it main board only, and it was crazy. Like, it felt so smooth, so consistent, and I will say that we ran into some pretty good matchups. Actually, how many times were we on the play? That's another thing to check. It's always good to be perfectly honest with play and draw. We were on the play 3 times, and on the draw 4 times, and yet still the deck performed very well in this mashup of games. And we also saw quite a range of decks, you know, mono white, mono black, mono green. Then we saw Sultai, Boros, Rakdos. So doing fairly well against everyone. I don't know if it's been 30 minutes. I can't remember the games perfectly, but were a lot of them close? I feel like we were always the aggressor. So this deck, pretty cool, putting out a pretty good aggressive board that is very hard for the opponents to deal with. And I love the way it played. So this is pretty cool. Maybe this is a deck that we need to revisit once Omenpaths comes out, and maybe there could be some slight mono green upgrades to this list. I think I'm going to stick with it because it felt pretty good. Anyways, that's it for this one. If you made it to the end of the video, thank you very much for your wonderful dedication. I do appreciate people who watch the video at all, but especially those who watch the video all the way through the end. If you have made it to this point in the video and you still haven't subscribed up, please do me a favor and do subscribe. We are very close to 1,000 subscribers. Hopefully, we will have hit that by the time this video comes out. And hey, congratulations to the channel if that is the case. But if not, do please help me grow. And the ultimate goal is 100,000. So do keep helping me climb more. Take care for now. Enjoy your weekend, or whatever you find yourself doing. Goodbye for now. See you in the next one.